Hi, my name is Amanda and I'm a pediatric occupational therapist. Today I want to talk to you about some of the concerns we have with feeding with our kiddos. I know as a parent of a picky eater it can be challenging and make parents feel lost. When a child comes to me with feeding concerns, the first thing I look at is their posture and their feeding environment. So when we're sitting at the table, what we want is a 90-90-90 position, which means that their hips, knees, and ankles are all at 90 degrees. This just ensures proper support and makes sure that they're seated up at the table and that they can reach their food. Why is this important? Well, imagine yourself trying to eat soup while sitting at a tall table at a backless stool with no foot support, and then it'd be kind of difficult to get everything to your mouth without being slumped over. So this is essentially what we're asking kids to do when we place them in a chair that's not supporting them correctly. If you want to get a new chair, what I want you to look at is to get an adjustable one, to where you can adjust the seat and the foot support so that it grows with them. Now that our kiddo is supported, let's talk about family style meals. Family style meals are something I always try to encourage with my families. It encourages exposure to a variety of foods while bringing a family together. To follow this routine, we first want to give a warning when the meal is about to start. So you can say 5 minutes until dinner. And then you take the kid into the kitchen and have them wash their hands to signal the beginning of the meal. Once they're sitting at the table, make sure their posture is correct like we talked about. And then all the foods will be in separate bowls at the table. Try to make sure you have a variety of food, including one vegetable, one protein, and one starch. Try to make sure at least one food is a preferred food of theirs so that they feel safe. Everyone at the table then scoops each of the foods and puts them onto their plate, and parents, I want you to make sure that you're also putting the kid's preferred food on your plate. If this is too much for a kid to have a non-preferred food on their plate, I want you to scoop out the food and put it on what we call a learning plate, which means this plate goes into the middle of the table to where it's still in the child's visual field, but it's not on their plate. This still encourages them to interact with it, but it not necessarily has to be next to their foods. Adults should be good social role models throughout the meal to avoid negative words such as gross, yucky, slimy. Do not focus the meal solely on the child, but do praise if they interact and try new foods. Once the meal is over, have the kid clean their plate into the trash and wash their hands, signaling the meal is done. Make sure to limit distractions, so no TV, no tablets, no phones. Some parents do worry about kids getting messy or playing in their food, but remember that this is how kids learn. If a kid is playing with the food, that means that they're comfortable enough to touch it, interact with it, smell it. When dealing with a picky eater, it's also important to make sure the kid's not eating the same thing over and over. If a child has goldfish for a morning snack, offer them a different preferred snack for the afternoon. Also, encourage small changes such as offering curly fries instead of regular French fries, or giving blueberry yogurt instead of preferred strawberry. Small changes lead to an increase overall of accepted foods. If you continue to be concerned with your child's eating, talk to your pediatrician, who can refer to a feeding therapist if needed.